Hi, collective. This is Fifth Head Slay on my new kind of platform, I guess. If you're a new subscriber of Thrival, welcome. If you're not a new subscriber of Thrival, good to see you again. I know I've taken a long break from posting videos in general. I know I've posted the last two videos pretty recently, but before that I took a really long break. And what I meant by new platform, if you are a new subscriber, or if you're not necessarily considering yourself a new subscriber because you were subscribed to my throat chakra. Not really, though. I felt that was kind of cute, honestly. A little self-love cuteness in my word jumble there. I was gonna say you might not consider yourself a new subscriber necessarily if you were subscribed to my prior / sister channel Fifth Head Slay, which was the channel, and now we're consolidating everything onto Thrival. But it is still me, it is still Fifth Head Slay, doing the videos here for you. So, I figured I'd just hop right into the video. I just was guided to do that. And I actually, got this candle, yesterday. And what it says on it is La Luz de tu Fe. And, I thought it was interesting. Here, I'll put the camera up a bit, but I thought it was really interesting because it has symbolism and emblems of Dia de los Muertos, the Day of the Dead. So I thought that was very interesting, because what La Luz de tu Fe, the meaning of that, and there was 2:12 on the timer. By the way, there's the meaning of that is let the light of your faith guide any darkness on your path ahead. And I thought that was really beautiful, because I'm not quite necessarily saying you have darkness on your path ahead at this moment in time, but it's just saying every path has a shadow component to parts of its journey on the spectrum of the journey. Correct. So it's just basically telling you to notice that and accept that for what it is. Not in the way of radical acceptance, when bad things happen, assume that everything's bad and that's part of the journey, and let's ignore taking care of ourselves and radically accept that things are terrible. No, that's not what I'm trying to say at all. What I'm trying to say is that there are components, 3, 2, 1 on the timer, that may feel like you are in a regressive state, and that's okay. The stronger that your faith is in those prior, and possibly even in those moments, it'll make it, ultimately that decides what the moment looks like for you. So that's what I wanted to convey. Anyway, I noticed repeating numbers. So I looked at the candle price actually, and it was $2.29. And so I added those numbers up, and I'm just gonna take a sip of, you know what I'm gonna do actually right now? I'm gonna sage the reading, and we're using the Ancestral Path Tarot. So I'll do one little sage right now, and I might do a more kind of in-depth one when I take out the cards. But this is just for when I'm talking right now and having any channeled messages for anybody here. Okay, so we're just gonna leave this on the side here, the sage. I'm gonna light the candle, And I just felt kind of like a crown chakra energy moment. Where it was getting really foggy and hard to breathe. And I think right then I lit the candle, and I really want to strongly urge you in this moment, collective, that whatever you are going through at this current time period, or what you were going through previously in your life, and what you are going ahead towards in the future, that faith that you hold on to, that strength, that strong power, empowerment of women, of trans people, of minorities, of racially suppressed folks, of that strength that you hold in your minority identity, in your faith, in your power, in your strength, during those moments of darkness, during those moments where it feels like you should have so much more clarity than you have currently. That is what I want to convey to you right now, and I think that's why I lit the candle in that moment. And I think that's why we're using the Ancestral Path Tarot deck as well, is because I was guided to say to you that your ancestors are protecting you. And one thing I love about the whole background of Dia de los Muertos is that the concept are respecting your elders, respecting your, not necessarily your elders, but like your ancestors. It's the Day of the Dead, right? So it's respecting historically what happened in the past. And your ancestors, you know, they've been through things that you did not recognize currently because those particular things were part of their journey. But there's similarities and there's experiences that they can share with you through spirits, right? 7:07 on the timer as I said that. And I feel like that is what's very important. I feel like there's somebody here that really wants to push out some words. There's somebody here who wants to push out something. It may not necessarily be words, but it may be like a product. You may be working on a business. It may be like you want to push out, it may be words. Maybe you belong on stage and you have been really scared to become, you know, famous or a performer or something like that. So maybe you're a priest or a priestess, like maybe you're a hierophant and high priestess energy, and you want to preach in, you know, maybe you want to be a pujari in a temple, right? Or you want to be a priest or a priestess in a church. Whatever the case may be, maybe you want to be like the speaker of your family, you know, like the diplomatic one that everyone seeks counsel from. You know, a counselor in some sorts doesn't necessarily mean like a therapist. Maybe you want to, and I just saw a confirmation on the timer for that just now. So I really want to put that out there, because you yourself are pushing something out, wanting to push something out yourself. So, okay, so we're going to take the cards out, and then I'm going to light the sage again. So the number synchronicity that I've been seeing, it may or may not resonate with you. So take it with a grain of salt. Not everything in this video is necessarily going to resonate with everybody in the collective. It is a general reading. So, you know, only take what resonates with you and toss out the rest of anything that's causing you to feel any sort of like conundrum in your feelings. Okay? So I love this deck so much, and I love that there's like an orb on the back, almost like a moon. And as you know, we focus primarily, or not focus necessarily, but there's a lot of love and strength in water signage on this channel, right? And there is primarily a lot of aspects of water chart symbolism and emblems, and I think one of those is the moon card in the deck, the moon card in the moon in general, as it like runs, Cancerian energy is ruled by the moon, as they say, or